Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. This is one of my most favorite videos to film. I'm finally getting the chance to do it today. I'm doing my big birthday book haul video. It's a little bit late, but things are finally all here. So my birthday was last month in November, and for my birthday, as probably a lot of book lovers, I got some books, and also it was when I placed my book outlet order because I set a goal for myself last year that I did not buy books until my birthday this year, and so I ordered a few books and I wanted to share them with you. I also have some gifts and things that I picked up, and I just want to share with you because if you have not checked out Book Outlet, especially around this holiday season and just in general, I feel like for any time you want to give someone a book outlet is really great, or obviously also for yourself if you want to check them out. So I have a variety of a few different things, and maybe there's something that will catch your fancy, or put Book Outlet on your radar if you have not yet. So let's get into it. And then some of these are not Book Outlet, they were just gifts for my birthday, so kind of a mishmash of a few different things. So let's get into this book haul, and I'm just so excited to share some of the books that I recently got. Okay, these first few I will do, they are ones that are not for Book Outlet, so they were gifted to me. So one of these, it was given to me from my friend at church, who technically I don't know who it is because it's part of our Secret Sister exchange that we're doing with some of the ladies at church, and I'm actually really enjoying this. So I am a chicken lady, I live on a farm, and this is called A Chicken Was There, and apparently this is like a series of them, and so it's just like different stories. Like these ones are holiday collections of just like really, I don't know, just random stories. Like there's some from 1850, some from later, and just like fun stories, and they all are like told from the viewpoint of a chicken. It's kind of random, but it's just a fun different perspective, and I think these are just really fun to read. I would be curious to check out some of these other ones as well. So if you maybe have like a person who's really into chickens, they might really enjoy this book too, so who knows. This next one, this is a book that I actually read, and I had this on my birthday list, and my sister-in-law got this for me, and I love it. It's this collector's edition of Edenbrook, and it's a Regency romance, and I'm excited though because this one also comes with the prequel, not like novella before it, and I have not read that yet, so I'm really excited. But I also just love the edition of this one, and yeah, I'm just excited to check it out. Then this one was gifted to me by my friend Laura, and Anne of Green Gables. Ironically, I also have my Green Gables sweatshirt. Did not plan that, but good timing. And it is the graphic novel of Anne of Green Gables, which I have not read. I've been getting a little bit more into graphic novels. Also anything Anne of Green Gables, it's like my #1 series or like book that I grew up just reading and watching the movies, and so I'm a huge Anne of Green Gables fan, so I'm really excited to get into this. My daughter actually has already snuck this and read it. She said she really liked it, so you can kind of see, there it is, but I'm just, yeah, I'm excited to get into it and check it out. Then this is also from the same friend. She picked this up for me at the thrift store when we were out on our adventure day, and this is the collection of cat stories by James Herriot. And if you saw any of my wrap-up videos, I think last month or 2 months ago, I shared that I'm trying to get through all of his books, and I read the dog story ones. And if you don't know, he was a real person, and he was a vet during like the 30s, 40s, and 50s in parts of Scotland, I believe. And it just has like really good stories about animals. And what I like about these books is they also have really pretty like artwork inside, and it's just really, yeah, just really, like, look at how cute this is. This reminds me of a cat that I had when I was little. Oh, so thank you for that, and it's just, yeah, I'm excited to have this. And then this is one that I used for a free book on ThriftBooks. If you didn't know, I believe if you enter your birthday, because I think that's how I got this, they give you a free book for your birthday. And so I picked up another James Herriot book. This is in his series of books. This one says, it's called It Shouldn't Happen to a Vet. And I think mainly, from what I understand, is just kind of stories from his life and how he became a vet and all that. So again, I'm just very intrigued and curious to see, and so I picked up that for myself. And also on ThriftBooks, I got this for myself as well, is the second book in this series, and it's called Positively Penelope. If you can kind of see, I think, peeking up here, this is the first book in the series, Authentically Izzy. And I enjoyed that one, and I wanted to get the second book. There is a third one. I'm about halfway through, and it follows the sister of that character from the first book, and she's just a very outgoing, positive, like just fun person, and she goes to a country in Europe, and she's very into theater. So if you especially love like Julie Andrews, Audrey Hepburn, any of those kinds of things, I think you'll really enjoy a lot of the references and things that Penelope kind of talks about and how she sees herself. It's just a fun romance, and yeah, so I'm trying to get through that, and I picked up that one. Then this one I was also gifted. This is one of my 5-star reads for this year, but I wanted to have a physical copy. This book is found on KU, which is how I originally read it, and then I really want to go back and annotate it and reread it again, but it's called The One with the Kiss Cam. And if you've seen any of my recent videos, I've read several of Cindy Steele's books, and I just have enjoyed all of them. I think every single one pretty much was a 5-star for me. And so I really like her books, and so I was really excited. My sister-in-law also gave me this for my birthday, and it's just, I don't want to give too much about it, but it's kind of a romantic comedy in a way. They randomly meet these two strangers at a basketball game, and the kiss cam lands on them, and from there there's obviously more, but I really enjoy her romances, and I hope to collect the other ones as well. They are on my list that I want to add the physical copies of them to my library. Now I'll get into the things that I picked up at Book Outlet, and to be honest, I thought originally when I had made this goal for myself, I thought that I was gonna just like go wild and buy tons of books, but to be honest, now that I work at a library and I'm trying to cut back on spending and trying to honestly support my library system as well, most of my books I get from Libby, or I just get from the library, like physical copies. So I actually did not pick up too many things for myself. But the other thing that I did pick up that I wanted to share is that I got some classics that go along. You'll see what I'm talking about. So did I mention to you guys that I like Anne of Green Gables? So I have a few. There's two classics. I have Frankenstein and Secret Garden that are in this Paper Mills Classic collection, and I know they've come out with another classics version, but I'm still collecting these because those are the ones I have, so I want to stick with this like version. And they have these on Book Outlet for about $7 or so, and if you bundle, I think it's like 5, you get them for less of a price, like a better price. And so that's kind of what I was waiting for, because these are specific versions, and so I wanted to pick these up when it was my birthday. So I am getting this version of Anne of Green Gables. It's just really pretty. It's not real leather, but it's like imitation leather feeling, but I really like these versions. I feel like they just look pretty, but also I like how it's outlined in the middle, like the margins are a little bit larger, which I prefer. And they do also come with a bookmark that matches, you know, whatever the color that they have going on. So there is that. And then I also picked up Persuasion by Jane Austen. And again, you can see, like I'll kind of show you, but they look really pretty all lined up and within, you know, the same style and series of these Paper Mill classics. So there's this one. I don't know if you can kind of see, it's kind of like not holographic, but kind of this, not metal. Why can't I use my words? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like this kind of, and then the next one that I picked up was The Swiss Family Robinson. I actually had a few recommendations from some other patrons to read this, and this is one that I have not yet, and it's actually not a very big book. So I'm curious to try it out, and there's even like some pictures in here. So yeah, I'm hoping to read through some of these classics. That's my goal. We shall see. Then I picked up Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I kind of went on this Jane Austen kick and got a few of hers. So yeah, and again, these are about $7, which again, I think is pretty good considering, I think, obviously they're not real leather, but I think the way they look, and they look pretty on the shelf, and I think that's not too bad of a price. So if you're someone who's trying to get into classics and maybe you don't have the budget, you know, for like $20-30 a book, I think this is a pretty good alternative, and I have been happy with it. They've been pretty good quality. So from my standpoint, I would recommend them. And then the other last classic that I picked up was Little Women. So again, this is one that I have read, but I just wanted to reread it again. I have not read it since I was pretty young, and I wanted, again, just to have this version to go along with my other classics on my classics shelf. So this is the other book that I picked up for myself. And then one of the next items that I was just so excited, this is something that I have been wanting to replace and update in my life, and maybe this is something you didn't even know was on Book Outlet, but if you're ever wanting this for yourself, or this would be great gifts for people in your life, but I have been wanting to get a new Bible and replace the Bible that I have, because mine, it's a little bit thinner and it didn't have the like note-keeping margins on the side. And I also wanted to get like a genuine leather one, because mine, like, it's not real leather, so it was just like flaking off and ripping and stuff, and it just was like getting worn and like not like in a good way, you know. I was just like breaking down, and so I just wanted to, like, I wanted all these things that I was looking for, and I've been trying to find Bibles online. I wanted to be genuine leather so that it would just, you know, like wear well over time, and I wanted it to have the margins on the side for note taking. And I came across this right as around my birthday, and I was like, yes, I'm getting this, because this ended up, if you also didn't know, on Book Outlet for your birthday you do get a 10% off coupon, and my birthday is right around the week of Black Friday, so there's already really good sales, and you are able to stack your birthday coupon even if there's a sale going on. So it was really great pricing already. And so I ended up picking up this leather Bible, and I am just so excited. I love it. It has a little strap that wraps around it. My daughter's like, it kind of looks like an adventure journal. And then inside it opens up, and sorry, I'll take my little devotion book out of here. And I'm really excited to do some things to it and add some art and things into there, but I really like that it has the steady margins, and yeah, it's just really cool. It has the things that I want, and I'm just really excited to add this and to finally use it for my Bible studies and things. So I'm just really excited. And that's something that I was able to get this. I think I saw a Bible that was very similar, that was leather and had those margins, and it was close to $100 on Amazon. But I was able to pick this up, I think without coupons, like before, I think it was like $40 or $50, and then after deals and stuff I got it for about $40, which again, that's more than half off from what I was seeing online for really high quality Bibles. So I'm really excited just to have that and yeah, start using it more. Then I actually have a second box, and I'm trying to see, some of these things are, like I said, more gift items, but I just want to share with you because these are things that I would gladly love to have, or maybe if you're wondering like kind of the options of what else Book Outlet has out there. So one of the first things and one of the best things that I love about Book Outlet is their cookbook collections. Cookbooks, I love cookbooks. I collect them, but they can be so expensive, and I love always going through their collection. This I'm actually picking up from a friend of mine. She loves to cook and just try recipes, and she particularly loves America's Test Kitchen. I do as well. And I know this is like from 2021, but this originally it's marked for $35, and I think I got this for $6. So like, what a great price, and it just has beautiful photos inside, and it's brand new, right? It's a totally brand new book. So I just think that would make such a wonderful gift, and especially like there's just so many, you guys. If you have not checked it out, please do. And if someone is like a cook, or if there's particular cookbooks that you're looking for, keep an eye. Like, if you're able to be patient, I have seen them, even if they're new, usually within a couple months they will end up on Book Outlet, and you can get them for just a fraction of the original cost, and it's a really great way to be able to get cookbooks without breaking the bank. Then another thing, speaking of kind of cooking, but anything really hobby related, again, these kind of books can be pricey, and of course I get a lot of mine from the library, but especially for gifts, this is another one that I'm gifting to another friend of mine who works on sewing projects, and she does a lot of sewing things. She's just very talented. And again, this book was marked for $29.95 and I got it for I think $5. And again, brand new. And this one is called Weekend Sewing, more than 40 projects and ideas for inspirational stitching. And then even on the inside, I don't want to rip this, but it comes with like, see, I'm not a sewer, I'm more of an embroiderer, but it comes with like the different patterns and stuff for the projects. And again, like this would be such a great gift, just even on its own, but if you wanted to like include some fabric or even like a vintage thrifted sewing fabric or sewing materials or like a cute basket to put this in, like I think that would make such a wonderful gift. And again, this book ended up only being I think like $5 or $6 on Book Outlet. So any sort of hobbies like crocheting, anything like, because speaking of hobbies, actually let me show you. Then this other one, this is also for a friend of mine. I'm just getting a few of the ladies from church some of these because it just makes me think of the things that they're into, and I was like, I just wanted to do it. But it is this, and this would be, again, I would love this for myself, but I think like my daughter would love it if your kids are into any sort of art. And this stuff again can be pricey. So this one is this is called Creative Watercolor Sets, and what's really cool, I think I ended up getting like $10 for this, and this one's a little bit more than I think the typical like book on Book Outlet is, but this one does come with really nice 24 sheets of watercolor paper along with the book. And so a friend of mine, she's really into watercolor, but I figured if the book is maybe not her thing, then maybe she could at least get the watercolor paper that's really nice, high quality. And again, like I just think this would be such a beautiful gift by itself, or even again with like if someone's getting into watercolor, like a set of watercolors or nice brushes, anything like that, but even just on its own. So I'm really excited. And this again was marked for $25 originally, and I got it I think for $10 on Book Outlet. Obviously that's what this video is all about. But another thing in regards to, this is also kind of going on this train of hobbies and crafts and things. A lot of times people don't always realize, but Book Outlet also has really great, if you're into anything like coloring and activity books, please check them out. I keep telling so many parents, like they tell me, you know, even for adults, like adult coloring books. I actually don't have one. I gave it away when I received the package for a birthday, but I got a really cool romantic-y coloring book, and before I gave it to a friend for her birthday, and it ended up being like $3, but it was a beautiful, like I think it retailed for like $15 or $20. It was beautiful, like romantic-y coloring book, and there had really cool pictures, and she loved it. And it's just such a great way to give something that I think a little bit more like personalized to whatever the person's interest is, and doesn't cost $1 million. Another thing that I picked up was, again, this is coloring books. If you've seen, I know these are pretty popular, and I picked this up for my daughter. These, I know they're like $7 normally, which is not terrible, but I picked this up, you guys, for $2. And they had like tons of these, tons and tons and tons. So like if you have kids, or for yourself, anyone, family members that love these coloring books, pick them up for like $2 or $3 on Book Outlet, especially if they're having a sale. Like these are so fun. My daughter loves to color, so we picked up this one for her and I to do together. But again, just please don't sleep on their coloring books, because they have such cool stuff, and like for pretty much any character genre that you can think of, I have seen like basically all of them on Book Outlet, and they do rotate, so just keep an eye. And then speaking of, this is another thing, not coloring book related, but this is kind of fun. This is, I didn't know what this would be, I just wanted to pick it up. Interesting. So this is a Stickertopia of romantic-y stickers. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, look at this. Deckers, cloaks. So each of these is a sticker. And like all of these are not really like my favorite library, but there's still a lot. I think it says there's over 400 stickers. And these, like I'm trying to, these are so fun. Like random, like this could be really great for junk journaling or book journaling. Like this one is like different, like magical thrones. Like I'm just thinking about, you know, like if you read fantasy, oh, these are like mythical creatures. There's just like a lot of fun ways where, again, I think it's ended up costing $4. Ooh, this has dragons. My daughter would definitely love this one, but it has different dragons in there. Some of these, like I said, they're not exactly, oh, I like this one. Look at this one. This is like forest animals, but also like mythical forest animals. I like that one. That's pretty cool. So there's tons. Oh, look, there's like, sorry, I'm getting distracted by all the stickers. Oh, these are so fun. But again, I think this would be such a great gift. This is retail for $18, and it's like nice hard cover. Like, isn't that adorable? Look at that. Just to even display, especially if you have a Romantasy fan in your life, like I'm sure they'll find at least one sticker, at least one out of the 400 that they would like, right? And this I ended up picking up for $4. You guys, I'm telling you, Book Outlet, so good. All right, and then the last few things I just wanted to end with, again, gifts, but this is where I buy a lot of books for my kids as well. My kids are huge readers as well, but this is also where they pick up gifts for like their friends. If ever, this is where I buy for my nephews and like my nieces. Like I buy books on Book Outlet because you can get so many good quality. I know it probably sounds like a broken record, but I just want to make sure you know, okay? One of the things, this is one that we picked up for my son's friend. He's really into hunting, so my son found this on Book Outlet. Again, all brand new books, and this just has to do with turkey hunting because his friend is really into turkey hunting and all kinds of outdoorsy stuff, so he wanted to put this in a little package for him for his birthday. So we got this book, and again, I think this was $4 or $5. Then this next one, this is kind of again with activity books, but my daughter picked up this one and this one for her friends for Christmas because they really like Bluey. And this one is the Christmas coloring book, but they have tons of Bluey ones, like tons of Bluey books to read. They have tons of Bluey coloring books, activity books, all sorts of Bluey things. I know Bluey's big, but she picked up this one for her friend. It's the Christmas one. I think this was $3. I mean, pretty good price. And again, it's retail for $6.99. So usually at least half off, if not more. This one was also, this is a sticker one, so you can kind of see it's like activities and stickers that they can use and different things in here. This one I think was also like $2 or $3. Again, just really great. I love it. And then this one was so cool. I just really like this. You can tell this was originally from Walmart. It was being sold for almost $12. So my son got this for his friend for Christmas because he's very into everything Jurassic. And just look at this. Like, again, just such a great gift. And I think this ended up being $6. And it comes with magnet dinosaurs here. And then they're able to read about the different dinosaurs. Like, it's a book down here. But it's just something that you can see. It's like something that is really nice, kind of like a heavy duty. It's a fun gift. I think it'd be nice to receive. And again, for $6, that's half the cost. So that's pretty good. And then along with the dinosaur theme, I thought that this was so cool. They also have often a lot of Lego things. So if you have, again, kid in your life or anyone, your own kid, whoever, nieces, nephews that are really into Legos, or even yourself, they have a lot of these different sticker books that are specific things. So like this one is a Jurassic World Lego, and you can see it's kind of an activity, but then they also have like tons of stickers in the back. If you guys can kind of, it's kind of hard to show, but like all these different stickers, and they go with the different activities. And I think this ended up costing, I think this was $4. I think it was, maybe $5, but again, it's marked for $13 originally, like retail price, so pretty good. So I think that is everything that I picked up. Oh, there's one more, kind of random. I should have shared this when I had the cookbooks, but there's this random I picked up. It comes actually with a magnet. Again, these are also really great, like little gifts or stocking stuffers for, this is great for, again, anyone who likes to cook, anything like that. This is really cool. I picked it up for only $2, you guys, but this is so cool because I've really been getting into more using my air fryer, and this is so fun. Here, maybe I can take it out and show you. But just like these random things where you're like, it's so cool, and I just came across and I was like, yes. And I picked I got an extra one for my friend, but it's just really fun. So like this one is, for example, like say you want breakfast items, so you would open and it kind of has shortcuts for the different recipes and like how to cook it and how much time and degrees. And then it's nice because it actually comes with this heavy duty magnet, and you attach it and you can put it on your fridge. So that way whoever is using it can just, you know, they don't have to dig around or Google it in their phone or whatever. Like it's just there and you can quick pull it up. But I just think like I always come across these fun little items that, again, just make really great gifts, or just for yourself as well, that I think would make really great items to create little bundles or little gifts for people. So that is everything that I have. I'm just really excited that for the books that I did get, and I'm really excited to put them out on my shelves and get into some more reading, especially these classics. I'll have to insert a picture, you guys, of how they look on the shelf, because I just think they're gonna look so pretty, and most importantly, I'm excited to read what is inside them. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.